What is up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and today we have a review of Eat, the new EP from Poppy. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, I'm going to be short and sweet here, just like this EP. But in case you didn't already know, Poppy is a musician, performance artist, and model who has been making increasingly notable waves over the years, especially with her latest full-length album, I Disagree, in 2020. The collision of bubblegum pop and Lady Gaga level costumes with violent eruptions of screams and metal guitars was a breath of fresh air to the genre. One that seemed to take the blueprint set by baby metal, but then completely throw out any remaining rules book. This brings us to present day with Poppy basically ninja dropping this new 5-song EP. And I'm glad to say that it still maintains the same level of surprises and creativity I've come to expect from her and her band. The EP opens with the title track, Eat, which I was already impressed with seeing her perform for the Grammys and has become yet another one of my personal favorite tracks of hers overall. It's a schizoid back and forth of orderly rock power chord progressions and chaotic, distorted eruptions of screaming that call back to early Crystal Castles. It's a delightful mix of kind of Riot Girl anthem, hip-hop, and maybe even just a dash of the Dillinger Escape Plan, with the latter feeling like a very real catharsis of pent-up vitriol. And sprinkled amidst this maelstrom of sounds are also these little cutesy spoken word parts with sort of a kawaii anime aesthetic.
Notice me, senpai! Notice me!
This is also a trend on Say Cheese, which is another heavy track, led primarily by more vicious wails and chugging palm mutes, as well as this kind of eerie, clean singing that has a bit of a kiddie vibe. But then out of nowhere we get this surprise smooth jazz interlude complete with piano that would be right at home on the Katamari soundtrack, and Poppy just speaking the title as if you're sightseeing together on holiday. That is before we get the breakdown with her own take on a very near pig squeal that really blows my hair back every time I hear it. In an instant, she goes from your sweet tourist girlfriend to that monster thing from the Aphex Twin music video. Say cheese. I live for these moments, and it's this constant element of surprise that got me hooked on Poppy to begin with. It's not just a gimmick. This is really impressive songwriting with ever-shifting performances that keep you on your toes. Then there's the further tension-building drum intro of Q building into some serious groove and cool little harmonic-tinged hooks. Once more, the vocals here are almost difficult to keep up with in their unpredictable twists and turns, from blissful, drifting cleans to layered shouts and howls that seem to come from all directions. Dark Dark World opens like a noisy, pulsating machine, then transitioning into a most infectious, industrial-sounding bass groove. And let me just say that the bass really has some great moments on this EP in general, but I think that this one stands out the most in that right. Although Breeders has its moments too, sounding like something we would have expected from Nine Inch Nails with teeth. Rumbling, head-bobbing instrumentation and further hints of industrial noise and effects join in this strange harmony with yet more kind of Riot Girl vibes, or maybe some 90s alternative akin to the likes of Hole and Garbage, with just a touch of Paramore. In any case, her little hey-heys on this one are supremely infectious in an already earworm song. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that, like it or not, Poppy is here to stay, and I for one could not be more thrilled to see where her career evolves to in the coming years. I give Eat a 9 for enjoyability. I still don't think that Poppy has quite reached perfection with her true gift to the world just yet, but I'm still soaking in every minute and the anticipation only amplifies with every new song. I give it a 9 for musicianship, really impressive performances sprinkled throughout this EP, but more importantly, the level of thought that goes into the songwriting really blows my mind to think about. It's hard enough to write a successful pop song, but doing so with all of these disparate elements takes a special kind of mind. And I give it a 9 for innovation. Definitely one of the most unique things you're going to hear in 2021, and just one of the most innovative bands in the game at this present moment. So a flat 9 overall and an A- for Poppy and Eat. Definitely check this one out. And y'all don't go anywhere, I got plenty more videos for you to check out. In fact, I've just been putting up all of my lists. I've got my favorite black metal of the year, death metal, metalcore, deathcore, and just my favorite albums of 2021 so far. And then of course more full album reviews, interviews with bands on the podcast, tier lists, you name it, we've got it, so plenty of reasons to subscribe if you have not already. You can also chat with me on Discord and support on Patreon, but that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.